Do you ever sit there and feel, you wish we were in a plural relationship? The question in my head is like, are we going to try to live plural marriage again?
Polygamy doesn't work if you're going to actually fall in love.
And you fell in love?
I fell in love hard.
We've all seen their engagement photos. I wonder how close they got before they were married.
Did you have any other sexual experiences before Mary?
Okay, listen, Suki.
Right?
I want to shut you down now.
All right, folks, buckle up because the sister wives drama just hit a whole new level of chaos. For years, we've watched Kody Brown juggle multiple marriages, dodge accountability, and somehow convince himself that he's the ultimate family man. But what if I told you that everything we thought we knew about Kody and Robyn's so-called perfect love story was built on a foundation of secrets and lies? Brown Woolley is stepping up with shocking accusations that could dismantle Kody and Robyn's carefully crafted image. And this time, there's no escaping the truth. We're talking about deception, broken promises, and whispers of infidelity that go way back, before Robyn was even officially part of the Brown family. And the most chilling part? Kody's reaction. Instead of denying Christine's claims outright, he shuts down the conversation, hard, almost as if she struck a nerve. So what exactly did Christine uncover? And could this be the scandal that finally exposes Kody and Robyn for who they really are? Let's break it all down. Before we peel back the layers of this wild unraveling, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. If you love deep dives with no fluff, just facts, receipts, and a sprinkle of chaos, you're in the right place. And trust me, you won't believe how this one plays out. As we dive into Christine's shocking accusations, we need to rewind to a moment that rocked the Sister Wives fandom and exposed a crack in Kody Brown's picture-perfect facade. It all started with a confession, but not just any confession, one that shattered the very foundation of Kody's holier-than-thou persona. During an awkward and uncomfortable moment on the show, Kody admitted something he had kept hidden for decades, something that, according to his own religious beliefs, should have never happened. He lost his purity before marriage. Now, to some, this might not seem like a big deal, but let's put this in perspective. Kody Brown built his entire identity around strict religious principles. He constantly preached about spiritual purity, about obeying God's will, about following the sacred rules of plural marriage. He held his wives to impossible standards, making them feel guilty for the slightest deviation from their faith's expectations. And yet, all this time, he had been harboring a secret that went against everything he claimed to stand for. The moment he admitted it, you could feel the tension in the air. The wives sat in stunned silence. The man who had spent years lecturing them about obedience had broken the same rules he forced them to follow. But here's where it gets even worse. Kody never told Janelle, never told Christine. Instead, he kept this piece of his past buried until he slipped up. And who was the one to uncover it? None other than his own daughter, Mykelti. Imagine this. You're watching a reality show, casually enjoying the latest episode, when suddenly, you hear your father confess to a life-changing secret that he never once shared with you. That's exactly what happened to Mykelti. She wasn't told in confidence. She didn't hear it from her father himself. She learned about it the same way the rest of the world did, through a shocking revelation on national television. The betrayal stung. Christine was furious. After years of living under Kody's self-righteous rule, after being made to feel unworthy every time she questioned his authority, she now knew the truth. Kody had been lying all along, but this was just the tip of the iceberg. Because if Kody had kept this secret hidden for so long, what else was he hiding? That's when Christine started connecting the dots, and suddenly, an even bigger, more scandalous possibility came to light. One that involved not just Kody, but Robyn. Something didn't add up. And what Christine revealed next? It sent shockwaves through the entire Sister Wives universe. If you thought Kody's secret about losing his purity was shocking, buckle up, because Christine's next revelation is about to blow the lid off his carefully crafted image. For years, Kody and Robyn have sold the world a story of devotion, faith, and obedience to their religious beliefs. They painted Robyn as the perfect, godly wife, the one who followed the rules of polygamy while the other wives struggled. But according to Christine, that entire narrative is nothing more than a well-rehearsed lie. And she's ready to expose it. It all went down during the Sister Wives Tell-All, a moment that will forever be remembered as the night Christine decided to stop protecting Kody's image. Sitting across from the interviewer, she didn't mince words. She looked straight into the camera and with a knowing smirk, dropped a question so loaded it could have shattered Kody's entire reputation. I wonder how close they got before they were married. Boom. That single sentence sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fandom. Because let's be real, Christine wasn't just wondering. She was implying something much deeper, something much more scandalous. She was hinting that Kody and Robyn didn't exactly follow the strict religious rules they so proudly preached about. For years, Kody had condemned pre-marital intimacy. He made it clear that physical affection before marriage was forbidden in their faith. He held himself up as an example, acting as if he had always done things the right way. But if Christine's words carried any truth, then Kody had been lying. Again. The moment the accusation left her lips, the energy in the room shifted. Kody stiffened. His usual smug confidence flickered. And instead of firing back with a denial, instead of defending himself like he always did, he shut down. Just like that. No long-winded explanation, no counter-argument, no attempt to clear his name. Silence. And in that silence, Christine's point was made. Because let's be honest, if it weren't true, wouldn't Kody have denied it instantly? Wouldn't he have gone on one of his infamous rants about loyalty, betrayal, and righteousness? But he didn't, and that only made Christine's claim seem even more believable. The cracks in Kody and Robyn's so-called perfect love story were starting to show. And if Christine was right about this, what else had Kody and Robyn been hiding? Because the real bombshell wasn't just that they might have been closer before marriage than they let on. It was the possibility that their entire relationship, the way it began, the way it evolved, was built on deception. And as Christine continued putting the pieces together, she realized something even more damning. The timeline didn't add up, which meant Kody and Robyn might have been breaking the rules long before they ever admitted it. And that changed everything. If Christine's accusation about Kody and Robyn's pre-marital relationship wasn't shocking enough, what she revealed next completely shattered the illusion of their so-called perfect love story. Because according to her, the timeline of their relationship just doesn't add up. And if that's true, it means one thing. Kody and Robyn might have been far more than friends long before they ever admitted it. Let's rewind. When Kody first introduced Robyn to the family, he played it off as if she was just another potential wife in their polygamous arrangement. A new addition, a fresh chapter. Someone he carefully courted while staying within the boundaries of their religious faith. But looking back, Christine started noticing some major red flags. For starters, Kody treated Robyn differently from the very beginning. Unlike his other wives who were introduced to him in a traditional polygamous setup, Robyn received special treatment right from the start. Long private phone calls, secret road trips, expensive gifts. It was almost as if Kody was living a completely different life with Robyn while still being legally married to Mary and spiritually bound to both Christine and Janelle. And then there was the kiss. If you've been following Sister Wives for a while, you already know that Kody had a strict rule: no kissing before marriage. He made a big deal about this rule. He claimed it was about spiritual purity, about staying true to their faith, about honoring the sanctity of marriage. But guess what? That rule mysteriously didn't apply when it came to Robyn, because Kody later admitted he and Robyn kissed before they were married. Now, at the time, Kody and Robyn brushed this off as a slip, just an innocent moment of affection. But Christine, she's not buying it, because if they broke that rule, what else did they break? And that's where things get really messy. Christine started piecing things together, and the more she thought about it, the clearer it became. Kody and Robyn's relationship wasn't as pure as they wanted everyone to believe. There were just too many coincidences, too many gaps in the timeline. And one moment in particular stood out, the moment Kody drove 5 hours just to see Robyn. Think about that. This man, who was supposed to be sharing his time equally between multiple wives, left his family for an entire day just to spend time alone with Robyn. And what was his excuse? He claimed it was just a friendly visit, a get-to-know-you moment. But Christine now questions. Was that the real reason? Or was something more going on? Because let's be real, Kody never made those kinds of grand romantic gestures for his other wives. With them, it was about duty, responsibility, obligation. But with Robyn, it was about desire. And suddenly Christine realized the ugly truth. Kody wasn't just courting Robyn. He was in love with her before she was even part of the family. And if that's the case, then everything Kody and Robyn had ever said about their relationship, about how it started, about how it followed the rules, was a lie. Which raises the biggest question of all. If Kody could break the rules for Robyn, why couldn't he do the same for his other wives? Christine isn't just exposing one scandal, she's rewriting history. And now that she's put the truth out there, there's no going back. Because if Christine is right, then Kody's entire excuse for abandoning polygamy is built on lies. And what comes next? Well, let's just say Kody's hypocrisy is about to get even harder to ignore. If there's one thing Kody Brown is famous for, aside from completely tanking his polygamous marriage, it's his rules. Rules about commitment, rules about faith, rules about spiritual purity. For years, Kody preached to his wives about sacrifice and obedience, about how polygamy required them to put their feelings aside and follow the principles that held their family together. But now, thanks to Christine's shocking revelations, one thing is painfully clear. Kody never actually followed those rules himself. And when it came to Robyn, the rules didn't just bend, they shattered. Let's talk about the hypocrisy. Remember when Kody confessed that he had lost his purity before marrying Mary? For a man who built his entire life around religious principles, this was supposedly a huge deal. Kody claimed it haunted him for years, that he felt so guilty he could barely live with himself. But here's the real question. If breaking that rule was so devastating, why did he break it again for Robyn? Think about it. Kody held himself to a different standard than his wives. He expected absolute obedience from them. Yet when it came to his own actions, suddenly there were exceptions. And Christine? She's not letting that slide. Because this isn't just about a mistake Kody made in his youth. This is about how he weaponized religion to control his wives, while secretly doing whatever he wanted. The hypocrisy doesn't stop there. Christine and Janelle spent years watching Kody treat Robyn like a girlfriend while treating them like obligations. But anytime they called him out on it, Kody would turn it around and blame them. Christine was too emotional. Janelle was too independent. Mary was too difficult. But Robyn got the dates, Robyn got the gifts, Robyn got the private time. And let's not forget, Robyn was the only wife Kody actually wanted to be intimate with. Christine and Janelle begged for his attention. And Kody's response? He told them it was their fault, that they weren't grateful enough, that they didn't respect him enough, that they weren't doing enough for the family. But now, after everything Christine has exposed, the truth is crystal clear. Kody's so-called struggles with his other marriages weren't about faith. They weren't about polygamy. They weren't about commitment. They were about Robyn. He wanted her. And the other wives? They were in the way. Perhaps the most telling part of all this? Kody's reaction to Christine's accusations. When Christine came forward with her claims, when she outright suggested that Kody and Robyn's relationship wasn't as pure as they claimed, did Kody deny it? Did he fight back with his usual long-winded explanations? Did he give one of his dramatic speeches about loyalty and commitment? He shut down the conversation. He refused to talk about it. And that, more than anything, speaks volumes. Because if Christine was wrong, wouldn't Kody jump at the chance to defend himself? Wouldn't he immediately set the record straight? Instead, he did what every guilty person does. He changed the subject. Because Kody knows something that Christine knows too. If the truth comes out, his entire narrative collapses. The years of blaming his wives, the excuses for why polygamy failed, the whole victim act, gone. And once that happens, there's no coming back. For years, Kody and Robyn have controlled the narrative. They've painted themselves as the last ones standing, the ones who truly wanted polygamy to work while the other wives just couldn't handle it. They've blamed Christine, Janelle, and Mary for the breakdown of the family. And they've convinced themselves, and some viewers, that their love story is pure, righteous, and meant to be. But Christine's accusations, they don't just expose a scandal. They rip apart the entire foundation that Kody and Robyn built their relationship on. And if Christine is telling the truth, it means everything Kody and Robyn have said for over a decade has been a lie. From the beginning, Kody and Robyn carefully crafted a story. Robyn was the perfect polygamous wife. The other wives were the ones who struggled. Kody was forced to focus on Robyn because the others weren't committed. Robyn followed the rules while Christine, Janelle, and Mary didn't. This is why so many viewers, at least in the early seasons, believed that Kody was just trying to make polygamy work while the other wives were difficult. But Christine's claims change everything. Because if Kody and Robyn were already breaking the rules before marriage, then the entire story falls apart. The real reason Kody's other marriages failed, he never actually wanted them to work. The real reason polygamy collapsed, it was never about faith. It was about favoritism. And the real reason Christine is finally speaking out, she's done letting Kody rewrite history. Right now, Kody and Robyn's biggest advantage is that they still have some level of control over their public image. They've convinced themselves that viewers see them as the victims, the last ones standing after Christine, Janelle, and Mary gave up. But Christine's accusations could completely flip the public opinion against them. Because if this story gains traction, if more people start to question how pure Kody and Robyn's relationship really was, Kody and Robyn could lose whatever credibility they have left. Viewers who once gave them the benefit of the doubt, gone. Fans who believed in their love story, doubting everything. Their entire excuse for why the family failed, exposed as a fraud. And here's the worst part for Kody. Christine isn't just hinting at these claims. She's putting them out there for the world to see. She's forcing Kody and Robyn to respond. And that's the one thing they don't want to do. For years, Kody and Robyn have tried to control the sister wives narrative. But Christine just dropped a bomb that could change everything. Now they have two options. 1, stay silent and hope it blows over. But silence equals guilt in the eyes of many fans. 2, fight back and try to discredit Christine. But doing that means drawing more attention to the allegations. Either way, Kody and Robyn are in serious trouble. And with Christine finally speaking her truth, one thing is clear. This battle is far from over. Final thoughts. What happens next? Fire. Christine has nothing to lose. She's free. She's happier than ever. And she's finally done protecting Kody's lies. But Kody and Robyn? Their entire relationship is built on a shaky foundation. And if Christine keeps exposing more secrets, betrayals, and double standards, that foundation could crumble completely. So the real question is, how will Kody and Robyn spin this? Or better yet, will they even be able to? What do you think? Did Christine just expose the biggest lie in sister wives history? Or will Kody and Robyn somehow find a way to survive this scandal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Popcorn fire.